Hi guys, and welcome to G-Zone Gaming with me, Mr. Fury, and we're going to be carrying on again with some Euro Truck Simulator. Now I posted up yesterday with the first episode, and we'll just carry on, put one up a day. We're still in the stage of getting hired, so we're in Birmingham at the minute, I think. So we want price. There we go, Birmingham to Cardiff. We'll go to Cardiff. It's not that far, is it? Take that job. We'll take that job. More money for the time we play. Right. You have new mail. Mail. Need money? We can help. Oh, cheers, Mr. Bank. Well, we'll go there after we've done this one. Okay, so we've got to go and pick up our load, I believe. So, engine. What van we got? Got a sat nav there? Oh, it's a man. We are in a man. Yeah, man. We're in a man. And we want to go that way. This is the same one as... this is exactly the same. Truck stop as... Oh, we've already got our load, so we mustn't have to pick our loads up until we get our own trucks. Right. See, I have seen people play this game on the internet, like, so I do know little bits. Right. You have discovered... Okay. We'll go this way. Let's check the mirrors. Nothing coming. Off we pop. This seems like a heavier load. And there's a bit of traffic, I think. Oh, sorry. We'll cut the brown van up. Car up. And off this junction. Indicating. That's how we do shit. Get in this lane, because we will be turning now at another roundabout. There's nothing on that side, is there? Well, I'm bigger than them again. So, we're turning here. Come on, get through the green. Get through the green. Yeah, man. And off we go. Out of this. I don't like Birmingham. I do not like Birmingham as roads wise. It is bad on traffic. But yeah, here we go. Let's get going. So yeah, last episode we talked about a bit about myself and my gaming history. We've still got indicators on. So today, I'm thinking we should talk about... You have mail. Let's check. Well, I'm not talking about mail, but let's just check the mail. Drivers with own equipment needed. No. Okay. We are going to talk about we'll talk about my PC setup. I know people whoa, we're gonna miss this junction. I know a lot of people like to know things like that, so I might as well tell you now on the get-go at the start of the channel, eh? So I'm not privileged enough to have a lot of money. Most of my money I earn from my job and that, it's tied up with the mortgage and everything, you know. So for me to buy a decent PC, and I've got my son and everything, and you know, we go on holiday once or twice a year, and I make sure I put my priorities right. So this was like I want to do it, but I'll do it when I can afford it, sort of thing. So yeah, I managed to get. Oh, we're going a bit fast around there, weren't we? But we're okay. I managed to get a bit of money, and what I did was I decided to build my own PC because for the money I was looking to spend, it was gonna if I was to buy a PC from, I don't know, a PC World, or you know, a proper branded PC, I wasn't going to get what I wanted from a PC. So I decided to build it, and I started, and I thought I've got to get a decent. I'm playing games for a start. This is, you know, that's what I'm going to be doing. That's why I'm getting a PC. I'm playing games. So I want to get a decent graphics card. So I had a look around on the internet and everything, and I was looking at the 7770, about £121 it was on eBuyer, and it got to a stage where I was looking at it and I was learning. I'd never built my own PC before, and I wasn't into all. I mean, I am into like tech stuff, but I wasn't into all the insides of computers and stuff. And I started, obviously, it took me a while to get the money together, and while I was doing that, I was looking at what's needed and stuff, and there was certain things on it that I might do in the future which you couldn't do with the 7770, like Crossfire. So you put like 2 graphics cards in, and you couldn't do that with that. So I upped it and I went to a 7850, and this thing is long. It really is a long graphics card. I mean, it goes past a full-size ATX, the width of it. I had to take out what the fuck? Anyway, it's done now. I've got a speeding ticket. But yeah, I had to take the hard drive bays out of the case to get it in. Well, to get it in and have decent amount of space left in for airflow. So I got the graphics card, and then I wanted a decent CPU. So I haven't got the amount of money. Like I say, on budget, I was on a budget. I didn't have the money to go out and buy, say, 3770k or something like that, which really I would have liked to get. I actually ended up with AMD 8350 8-core processor running at 4 GHz, and I tell you now, it is fast. Really is super processor. Like, to render a 20-minute video will take about 15 minutes, and that's at top quality and everything. So well, as far as I know it is anyway, because I'm not really clued up on all that stuff yet, you know, the rendering software and stuff. I've just gone off what people on YouTube videos, really. That's where I've learned everything, is off YouTube. So yeah, I got the processor. I think it's the top one they do at the minute, the FX Bulldozer 8350 processor. It's £150 odd. So I got that, and I got my graphics card, and obviously I got a CD drive. That was like 20 quid. And what else did I get? Oh, I got 8 gig of Corsair Vengeance RAM, 1666 megahertz it is. Oh, we went over the road a little bit there. We've got to watch ourselves around this road. We're living on the edge. But yeah, I went with that memory. My power supply is a Corsair CX750M. That's the 750 watt modular power supply, and looks really good. No problems with it at all. For the hard drive, see, this is where I had to in order to get the graphics card and the CPU and the power supply and have it all in the same system, I had to downgrade some items which I wanted to get better, and the hard drive's where I did that. I saved myself 50 quid from what I did. I wanted to get 100, and this is what I wanted to get, it's not what I've got. I wanted to get 120 gig SSD drive, and I wanted a 1 or 2 terabyte hard drive, and it would have come up to £130, £140 for that combination. So I wanted to save a bit of money, and I had a look on the internet, research and stuff like that, and I went on and I seen this hybrid SSD by Seagate, and I was having a look at it, and basically what it is you get about 700 gig of memory, and then I think it's about 8 or 10 gig of SSD memory. And when I was researching that, what happens is you store everything like on your normal hard drive, on the normal side hard drive, but what it does is it learns the programs. So your startup, whatever files or whatever you want to call them, your computer uses to open your operating system, to start your computer up and open your operating system. After it's done it a few times, the SSD remembers what files are needed. So what it does is it swaps it from your memory of your normal the hard drive part and puts it onto the SSD drive, and then boots up from the SSD. And it does that for most of your files what you've got, so it basically is just swapping them over all the time and loading them up from that with the SSD part, which and it's not as quick as an SSD. Nowhere, like, I think I did a test. There was a test on the internet, and it showed a normal SSD startup time was around about 22 seconds or something like that. And then the hybrid SSD drive was something like 27 seconds or 28 seconds. It was about 5-6 seconds slower. And then obviously the normal hard drive was like 50 seconds or something stupid. So I went with this, and you know, it's working alright, it's working okay. It's just the size of the 750 gig. I don't think it's quite big enough really. So I probably will have to buy. I might actually buy another one of these SSD hybrids. But yeah, I bought that, and then once I bought the SSD, I had to get the main part really is the motherboard, or part of it. And I had to downgrade on that. When I was like on my wish list sort of thing on eBay, I had the Sabertooth, Asus Sabertooth 99 chipset, 990 chipset I think it was, for £130, and it looked cool. It was, so I ended up downgrading it. We're rolling. Jesus Christ. I will get one of them soon. That's my next on my list. I will swap it out, but I just went with an Asus 97 chipset. I think it was £70 for the motherboard. Save myself a bit of money, like. And in the case, I went with an Aerocool 6 element gaming case, and you know it is really. I got the white one, and it's got the plexiglass at the side, and it looks cool. It does. I like that style. I like it. It's my personal preference. I liked it. So yeah. I will say it is a very cool system to say I haven't done and added any fans or anything. The graphics card, I haven't seen the graphics card temperature go over 50 degrees, not once. I haven't seen it go over 50 degrees, and that's with playing like that. Remember Me? Sometimes I was playing that for like 4 hours straight, 5 hours straight, and not once did it go over 50 degrees. And them things can go up to 100 and still be fine. So that was amazing. I couldn't believe that. And the processor, that's the max that's been up to is about 47 degrees, I think, and the motherboard round about the same. It's nothing. And all it's got is two 140 mil white LED fans. What come with the case? Bugger. I wasn't concentrating. Anyway, we're losing money on this trip. It's no motorways, it's all these bloody A roads. Oh, I tell you what. If I knew this before, we wouldn't have gone this trip. Anyway. So yeah, that's my gaming system really. It works really well to me. For me personally, it plays my games, and it plays them at a standard which I'm happy with, where everything's high quality. All the games like. Alright guys, sorry about that. My son started playing up and I had to assist my partner doing the daily duties to sort him out. So, let's carry on. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about. Oh, my PC. And I think we just finished talking about it actually, to be honest. But yeah, it does everything that I want it to do. Records everything, plays every game in ultra settings that I want. You know, like Remember Me, that was in ultra settings. That was the best settings I could have done for that game. And it run. I mean, there's some spots where the frame rate dropped a little bit, but you know, it was once or twice. It wasn't even worth bothering mentioning. But yeah, really good. I like the phone there. It's the phone on the side of the truck there. It's it looks like an old style Nokia. Do you remember them? Fucking 30 mile an hour, man. Who does 30 mile an hour in a 30 zone? 40. Oh, I've been done by speed. I have speeding tickets. Unbelievable. I was doing, what was it, 48 miles an hour in a 30 zone. This is like 2 o'clock in the morning, and the police driver said if I was doing like an extra 2 or 3 miles an hour, I would have been banned. Ended up getting just 3 points. But yeah, I was when I was younger, by the way. I don't do that no more with my little one and that. Now I'm like a granny driving at 30 miles an hour is norm for me. Plus the price of petrol these days is unbelievable. And like my partner works what, 6-7 miles away from where we live, and I work about 5 miles away. We only have one car, but we managed to work it so I use it all the time for work. She uses it all the time for work with the hours that we do. And we both work full time, and we both managed to use the car. We only need one car at the moment. If the hours were to change, I think I'd have to go and buy another car, but we'll come across that when we come to it. But yeah, yeah, so we do what? 14 miles with my missus a day, 5 days a week. So it's what, 70 miles. And I do 50 mile a week or whatever. So 100 and yeah, that's how we do shit. 130 miles, 120 miles a week, and it costs us around about £25 in petrol. Obviously we do bits of bobs of running around to shopping and going and seeing family and stuff, but nowhere near that much money worth. It's unbelievable. When I first started driving, I think it was costing me, you know, it was like 70 odd p a litre, and now it's like £1.39. It's unbelievable. Anyway, guys, successfully did that. Oh, we've gone up a level, so we get high cargo value for HR cargo, just-in-time delivery, eco driving, long distance. I want some long distance ones. So yeah, well, I'll stop the video here, and then we'll go and we'll buy a new truck in the next video, eh? So I'll catch you guys on the flip side.